right now.
We are recording now.
There you go. Awesome, guys. Well, hey, I know Dale and Katie asked if we could kind of jump on, and I certainly am honored to jump on and help you guys to grow. And I think before we get there, it'd be great to hear a little bit from you guys as to what's going on in your life and then in your business, and tell us a little bit about what your goals are for the rest of this month. I know that it might take a few minutes, but Ken, you were talking a little bit ago about kind of what's going on. How are things going, and what would you like to see happen with coaching here in the next couple of weeks as January comes to a close?
Well, being a new coach, some of it gets kind of overwhelming. So, just trying to get over all that and get people scheduled into when we can meet with them. With Lori, most of the contacts have been friends that Lori works with. So I've been letting her do the initial contacting with them. Then we kind of talk together with them or meet with them. And then I kind of like the closer and get their signed up with their meals and stuff like that. So she's getting ready to leave for India on Friday, so she's making notes of people to contact me, or for me to contact some of the people that she's had some initial contacts with that are getting interested. We posted some pictures of the two of us about Saturday or Sunday, and all of a sudden we just started getting overwhelmed with people wanting to know what we're doing.
That's awesome. That definitely can happen. What are you guys? I know you said about getting overwhelmed. What's the most overwhelming thing?
Just trying to organize the contacts that we have gotten and making sure that we doing the right thing, trying to get the initial organization with them. We're still trying to get our stuff with the videos, and so we're still trying to get into that and get everything set up. I lost audio on you.
Are you talking about the training videos?
The videos, there were some links with some videos on how to get the books, how to get your book together with your clients, pre-clients, and that. So we're still working on that. So everything's kind of like in a kind of an array here right now, though.
Okay. And what are some what are your goals in terms of where you want to see coaching go for you guys?
Well, me being out of work, I'm trying to figure out, whether or not I can do this in a full-time manner, to try and compensate for the money that I've lost from my job. So, and I'm still, looking for work, but I'm trying to get this going so that we can kind of make up some of that money that I've lost. And I guess it was a little harder for me because I started out day one on the program and a coach at the same time. So it kind of like we had to still get us our what we're doing a little, a month into it. It's just now starting to show what we've been able to accomplish. I've lost 26 pounds and Lori's lost 16 in 30 days. So now people are starting to see the results that we've had in 30 days. So, so now everybody's trying to contact us, and we're just trying to get back and stay in touch with them and to get it in front of them.
Yeah, and I'd be happy to to share with you in the next couple of days. And Dale and Katie are great with this. I would stay close to them and keeping organized. But I think that if you want to do this full time, you definitely can. And it's a matter of getting your systems in check to um, um, make sure that you're prepared for that when it comes. But I would definitely encourage you to be on as much of the trainings as you can, and I think that's where you learn. So, and I'll come back in just a moment. I just want to hear a little bit from you guys about what you're looking for, and then I'll share a couple things to the end. I think we've got another Zoom starting in 15 minutes. Is that right? Yeah.
When we're done with ours.
So when we're done with ours, we got a coach Jacksonville thing. Anyway, Tanya, what about you? How are things going, and what are you looking to accomplish with coaching?
You'll have to turn off your mute button. There you go.
How's that? Okay. I'm a little bit like Ken, a little bit overwhelmed at times. I feel like people will, see the results that I have, and they start asking. But it's like they'll say, "Oh, I can't spend that kind of money on on food." And I said, "Well, you're going to the grocery store. You're not going to be buying what you normally buy if you get on this program, and you're going to be healthier." And it's like a lot of people don't comprehend what you're trying to tell them. It's almost like they still have this budget that they use at their grocery store plus this extra $300 a month. And I'm thinking, but you won't be buying all that stuff.
Yes.
And it's like they're getting stuck. And it's like, well, how much later can I explain this to them? And it's like it's not. I mean, I've got 3 people, and I have a lady that's changing over from Medifast to me, and then I have 2 more about to come on board at the end of the month, and that they get it. But it's like some people they like the results they see in me, but they don't understand how they can do it. I talked to a man on Sunday at church, and he says, "Well, that's a lot." I said, "Well, you're buying groceries. You're a single person. That just buy that and add a few things for your dinner at night." And I said, "Because you desperately need it. You're diabetic. You have all these issues." I said, "You could really help your health." And it's just talking to them and encouraging them, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I do get overwhelmed with paperwork because I am not a paperwork person. I don't like details, and I don't like organization. I'm more of a flighty artist.
So
And
what do you want to accomplish with coaching?
I want for people to understand how great it is and how it's a wonderful program, and what do I need to do to make it plainer for them.
Okay. Well, that helps. What about you, Aaron? How are things going, and what do you want to see out of coaching?
Well, I've been at a complete standstill as far as the coaching end of it goes for a while now. Not anybody's fault but my own, honestly, because Dale and Katie have been great business coaches, as far as encouragement and, the kicks in the rear end that are needed, but still go, what's what I'm looking for? I feel the kick, but don't do anything about it, but I just need to get myself engaged, and exactly why I haven't been, I don't have a good answer except just laziness, honestly.
How's health doing?
It's been there, pretty much the standstill, probably for the same amount of time. Very little gain, if any, and with no loss. So, am I being honest enough, Dale?
Do you think that you were more excited about the health coaching when you were more engaged with your own personal journey?
Oh, the two definitely go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Aaron's taking a big step going to the gym on his personal health now. We go several times a week together. So he stepped that up, and that's starting to show some dividends now.
Mm-hmm. And I think, the reality is with all of you, you're all in different places, but you're all in similar places too, because I think coaching is great because one of the things, and all of you alluded to this, I don't know. I keep hearing something. I don't know what that is. It will find and expose your weaknesses. So whether it's paperwork or laziness or getting overwhelmed, like it will find what your weak points are and expose them. And I think why a lot of people start this and fall away is because they don't want to confront their weak points, and we find ourselves easily getting discouraged. And when we get discouraged, it comes time to say, you know what, I just don't think that I'm cut out for this, and I'm gonna walk away. And I see it happen all the time. But here's the thing: all three of you, and Dale and Katie, I'll include you guys in there too. All four of you, nobody buys their coaching kit with the intention of failing at this, right? I mean, we don't buy this coaching kit thinking, you know what, I'm gonna really start gung ho for a month, and then I'm gonna get discouraged and quit. Nobody says that, you know. But what happens is we put a couple pictures out there, like Ken and Lori. We get overwhelmed with the response and don't know how we can follow up with all these people. You know, we're like Tanya, where we talk to people and we get a couple people discouraged about the price, and then we're Aaron, where it's like, I question my motivation. And all of us have those things that we come up against that are pushing us to just give less and coast a little bit. And I think the answer to that, and what I love to do, is sit down with coaches and kind of revisit, first off, and I think you should look at this too for yourself. Why did you become a coach in the first place? And what do you want? I feel like that stupid movie, The Notebook, with there's the guy and the girl, and he asks her repeatedly, what do you want? And she kind of hems and haws, what do you want? What do you want? And it really is that simple. When it comes to coaching, really nailing down, what is it that you want? If it's Ken and saying, hey, you know what? I want a full-time income to replace what I was making before. You can have that. Whether it's Tanya saying, hey, I want to be able to help some of my friends and show people what's possible and have some money to spend on the side. You can have that. Aaron, to not have to go back to working at the car dealerships. You can have that. Listen, you can have anything you want. You absolutely can have anything you want. And I think the cool thing is about the program, it works just like the coaching, just like we said with you, Aaron. Our health journey and our business journey really go hand in hand, right? So what we don't lack is how to. Like, Ken, I can understand from where you're coming from of saying, hey, I started becoming a coach the same time that I became a client, so I'm just trying to figure out how this whole thing works. And that's a learning curve, But I have seen so often with this that the people that try and those that are committed make it happen. I started a coach in November. And I think Dale and Katie are great stories of this as well. It's the same thing. I've seen it happen over and over and over and over again. A person makes a decision right here, and they say, I'm going to make this work. So I'm going to talk to everybody I can. I'm going to put Facebook feelers out there. I'm going to have conversations. Quitting's not an option. And it's like, hey, if I were to tell you that I will give you $1 million if you become executive director by March, you think you'd figure out a way to get to executive director by March? Yeah, right. Because you see the reward. The reward is like you got something pushing you, and so we don't lack understanding of how to do it. Most of us, we lack the motivation, and we just don't think it's possible. There's a lady who's an integrated presidential with Take Shape for Life, who's been coaching for 10 years. Before she started Take Shape for Life, she was a hermit, didn't talk to anyone, had lupus, was completely unhealthy, contemplating suicide, got on this program, lost 60 pounds, and is coaching thousands today. Because just as much as our bodies need transformation, this needs transformation. And when this gets transformed, look out, world. Because I just believe that if a person decides they're going to do something, they're going to do it. So this coach I started in November, I hadn't talked to him since high school. He never did the program. He lost 20 pounds on his own a year ago. He's been working out of the gym. And he wanted to decide if he wanted to be a trainer or a coach would take shape for life. He chose to be a coach would take shape for life. Started as a coach in November, knew nothing about the plan. Literally, he's learning about the plan by talking to me and reading people's successes on Facebook. That's all he knows. He doesn't know anything. He's never done the 5 and 1, never ate one MetaFast meal replacement in his life. The first month, he just started talking to people. You know, he signed up one person the first month, started adding friends on Facebook. He had a goal of sharing the program 5 times a week. He wanted 20 shares a month. Last month, he had 3 clients. This month, he's already associate director, moving forward towards director. He signed up 5 people last week. He signed up 4 more this week. Something happens in the 3rd month. Dale and Katie, when was the month that you guys won executive director?